Alright guys, welcome back. Another question from Cambridge University, and we have x factorial equals to x cubed minus x. Let's see how we can do. So the first clue that we get, we know x factorial is x times x minus 1, x minus 2, and dot dot dot. So let's do that. So on the left side we have x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3 dot dot dot, and on the right side of the equation we'll see that we can factor x, and if we do that we'll have x squared minus 1. So if that's the case, we are having the x squared minus 1, very familiar expression for us, difference of the squares. So we'll have a squared minus b squared, which will be a minus b times a plus b. So we'll have x times x minus 1 times x plus 1. And there we go on both sides. The first two expressions are x times x minus 1. So we can cancel out each of these on each side. But before that, I need to double check each of these, because if x equals 0, it can be another answer, and if we have x minus 1 equals 0, that can be another answer. But let's see if these two are working or not. So if we do 0 on the left side, we have 0 factorial equals to 0. We know 0 factorial is 1. This cannot be an answer. And if x minus 1 equals 0, that means our x is 1. Let's see if we put that in our equation. So we have 1 factorial, which is 1. 1 minus 1, so 1 equals 0, and that cannot be the answer too. So we know for sure that x equals 0 or x equal 1 is not an answer. So what we are end up with now, so we can cancel out x and x minus 1 from each side of the equation. We have x minus 2 factorial is equal to x plus 1. And let's see what we can do if we can, on the right side of the equation, make something like the left side, and we know instead of plus 1 we can do x minus 2 plus 3. So let's call in here x minus 2a. We need to remember that in the next step. So if we call this, we have a factorial minus a equals to 3, and we know 3 is 1 times 3. And we know a factorial is a times a minus 1 factorials minus a equals to 3. And here we can factor a. So if we factor a, we will have a minus 1 factorial minus 1 equals 3. And if that's the case, our 3 can be 1 times 3 or 3 times 1, which means our a can be 1 or our a can be 3. So if our a is 1, that means the a minus 1 factorial minus 1 has to be 3. So this will be 0, 0 minus 1. Doesn't work, so this cannot be an answer. But if we have a equals to 3, that means a minus 1 factorial minus 1 has to be 1. So if we do that, we'll have 3 minus 1. So we'll have 2 factorial minus 1, 1. This works, and that shows that a equal 3 is an answer, and we called our a x minus 2. So we have to be mindful that our x is 5, not 3, since we called our x minus 2a. So that would be the only answer for this one. Thanks for watching. You guys have a good one.